everyone. Welcome to This Day. Today is Thursday and it's April 9th. And we've got a lot of information for you today, but first on our show, I want to tell you that we have an update with Bunny Carpenter. We went ahead and gave her a call, and she's got some great information for us. Then we also have Rick Bradford from Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. He has some information to tell us about this weekend with Easter services coming up. Now, the meetings will be scheduled as regularly shown here. So just so you know, we will show them live. Now they are being conducted virtually, but you will be able to see them at 9:30 on the days that they originally were scheduled when we had them in the boardroom, but now they are live. So we also wanted to let you know that everyone should have received in their email last night a letter, and the letter basically was telling you what has happened with the Orange County Health Department. So as of yesterday, the Orange County Healthcare Agency has reported that the city of Laguna Woods has 6 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Now, as a result, case numbers for Laguna Woods are now separately reported on the county's website. So when you go to ochealthinfo.com, as we indicate here, you can look that information up. Now, please note that no one has public access to the identity or location of these confirmed cases, and it is imperative that all residents exercise strict precautions to avoid exposure to the virus. Now, just as an FYI, they anticipate that effective tomorrow, April 10th, it will be mandatory to wear a face mask when outside of your home. Now, that includes walking in the village. Now, as you can see on the screen here, we have the use of cloth face coverings to help slow the spread of COVID-19. That is from the website cdc.gov. You can go ahead and click on that, and that will bring you to that. However, you could also go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com, and that will have a choice for you there as well on how to make those very same masks. Now, we do have many people who are sewing, so I'm sure you can find somebody in the area. Now, the other thing you can do is you can email us at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you could go to our recorded hotline, which is 949-268-2019. So there's a lot of information available to you on the internet as well as our own website. Now let's take a look at our weather. We did have some rain this morning and overnight. So we're looking at the rain to continue throughout the week. We've got Thursday 60-54 and rain again on Friday 64-53. Then clouds on Saturday and then possibly some sunshine 65-56. Sunday, we will have a little morning mist for you with some clouds for the day, 61-54. And then on Monday, we will have some sunshine with some patchy clouds, 67-54. Now, let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset. Sunrise 6:27 and sunset 7:18. And this beautiful photo is by Joel Goldstein. Joel, thank you so much. So folks, go ahead and email us any beautiful photo you have of a sunrise or a sunset for this week. Email it to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, we'll be right back with an update from Bunny Carpenter, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
As Orange County's highest-ranked hospital, Hoag is the place to turn to for timely information, reassurance, and care in these uncertain times. Our dedicated physicians, nurses, and staff stand ready to safely deliver world-class care, just as we have for nearly 70 years. This is what we do. We are here for you, and we will overcome this together. To access Hoag for all of your healthcare needs, visit hoag.org/trust.
Welcome back. Well, today I have an interview via phone with Bunny Carpenter, who's going to tell us a little bit about what happened yesterday on our meeting. Well, Bunny, thank you for joining us. I know these are crazy circumstances, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Yesterday actually was the first meeting that GRF ever had for the virtual meeting system. And it went went very well. There were, some connection problems, but we worked through them. And Chuck was very instrumental in connecting us. But the meeting overall went very smooth. And we had 15 open forum speakers that participated.
Oh, that's great.
It was wonderful. And some of these people that participated in the forum gave the board thanks for the action that was taken to prevent the Ayers Hotel from housing high-risk COVID-19 individuals.
Wow, that was great.
It made me cry.
Everybody did such a good job. I mean, everyone, including all of you guys, as well as, the residents really stepped up too, didn't they?
Oh, I thought that was so funny. I had so many people calling me, that saw the video and was asking, what was happening because it was all over the news.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that staff and the boards, plus the residents, all participated in a protest action to prevent this from happening. Mm-hmm. And the attorneys from all the boards worked diligently to prepare the filings and hearings necessary to prevent the action. Right. So the majority of our residents were really delighted when Ayers withdrew from the agreement. Yeah. And one of the residents said the village has a new motto, and that was, don't mess with us old people.
Or we could say, don't mess with the villagers.
Yes, that's what we should say.
Oh, well, I'm really proud of all of you. You guys did a great job. And, the whole virtual meeting thing kind of turned out pretty well, too. Are you guys okay with that? I know you said you had a few connection issues, but overall it went okay?
Our meeting yesterday went off very, very well. Today, when I was on a virtual meeing with the M&C committee, it did not go very well. And I think it's just because everybody is on their computer, they're stay at home, and we have this broadband link, right. With as what we can use. And so I can see today we're having a little bit of trouble, and I makes me question how we're going to be able to go forward with so many people on the computer at one time.
Right.
But the meeting went so smooth. Good. Which was very good. Everybody got to talk. The whole meeting went. I think it was one of the smoothest BRF meetings we had this year. So,
isn't that funny? You take everybody out of a single room and look what happens.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, can you give me just a couple highlights of what actually happened in the meeting?
Yes. One of the things that would be interested to our residents is we changed the children's swim hours. So now they're going to adjust the off-season children's swim program hours from noon to 2 to 2 to 4 at the pool 2. And this is during the off-season swim hours and October 1 to Memorial Day. And then after that, Clubhouse 6 pool is the one that they use for the children.
Okay.
So another thing that happened was the Clubhouse holiday hours. So the Clubhouse holiday hours were modified beginning January 2021.
I see.
And they still will remain open Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, from 8 to 10 p.m. to accommodate the needs of the residents' events. But New Year's Day, all the clubs will be closed and limited hours for some of the other holidays that we have. Mm-hmm. And that will be the hours from 9 to 2. But I will have to say that there was an inquiry from the Bridge Club because the Bridge Club is very busy on those holidays. Mm-hmm. And so Brian from the Recreation Department had replied and basically said that Clubhouse 7 for the Bridge people, mm-hmm. it's not included in these limited hours.
Oh, okay. And there was also some discussion I heard about subsidizing and the Equestrian Center. Tell me what's happening with that.
Well, I'm basically really excited about that because I'm an advocate, for the Equestrian Center. And basically, there was at the beginning of the year, there was a tremendous increase in the boarding fee. And we actually had 3 people that actually moved out of the Equestrian Center there, put their horses somewhere else because there was like $100 jump. And so what we discovered was basically is the Equestrian Center boarding price was really not in competition. It was higher and than the market, higher than the other stables based upon the amenities that we have.
Okay.
So we went back, talked to Brian, Betty, and they all came up with that we could possibly increase the shared cost from 65% to 70%, and basically reduces the horse's boarding fee from $319 per month to $249 per month.
Oh, that's a great reduction.
And they were jumping up and down.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's
I
awesome.
was really pleased with that. And another thing that we did was we approved the reconstruction of the peace pole.
Okay.
And that is a peace pole that is out there by, it's on a giant sycamore tree at the Elisa Creek Park. And it's custom and handmade, crafted by World Peace Sanctuary. And it will have several languages on it. And the dedication ceremony is scheduled for September 21st, 2020, and on International Day of Peace.
Oh, that's great.
So those were the main things that were happening.
Well,
but
perfect. Well, let me ask you, Bunny, how are you doing? I mean, obviously, we're all inside. You live here in the village. Tell me what you're dealing with in terms of your stay-at-home stuff.
well, believe it or not, the work doesn't end because I'm at home. There's always a lot to do when you're on a board.
Right.
And so, believe me, I don't get bored.
The board members don't get bored. But that's good.
Yeah.
But how about for fun? What are you doing for fun?
Pardon?
What are you doing for fun?
For fun, well, I'm doing what a lot of the rest of the residents are doing. We're getting out. I walk with my friends. We choose a different place whenever we go to walk. And, of course, we're 6 feet apart.
Good.
And then basically, you know, we have fun watching TV6 movies.
Oh, good. Well, we're trying to bring you as much stuff as we can, either in the movies or things to do or stuff to look up. I hope you're finding use out of that.
Yes. So it's giving me time to be able to get in touch with a lot of friends. You know, I was born in California, so
Oh,
I'm in
good.
California and raised here. You know, I know a lot of people. And so I've been trying to get in touch with a lot of people that I haven't had an opportunity to talk to.
That's a great idea.
So that is in the nice part, you know, that you can reach and talk with friends that you haven't talked with for a long time.
Exactly, exactly. And it's also a way for us to do things that we've probably been putting off for a while now.
I'm still waiting to be able to do that.
Well, hopefully you'll find some time here, but I appreciate you taking the time to do the interview with us via phone, and we'll chat again the next time around. You stay healthy, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And we'll be right back after this.
COVID-19 is a serious respiratory disease. There are simple steps we can all take to stay healthy and protect our community. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces daily. Cover coughs and sneezes with a tissue or elbow and avoid touching your face. If you do have symptoms like cough and fever, stay at home and call your doctor. When we all do our part, we can keep California healthy. For more information, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Rick Bradford of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods, and we are doing our usual Zoom interviews. So welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Lisa, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
It's different, isn't it?
It is totally different. How are you doing, by the way? How's everything going?
You know, it's really interesting because we're obviously not meeting on Sundays anymore.
Right.
But the rest of the church continues so busy, and in some ways it's actually busier now than it was before because there are so many meetings of people that are meeting kind of just like you and I right now.
Exactly. I hear you. So now I'm conducting these Zoom interviews, which is different than having people come in. So there's a lot of setup that goes on beforehand. So I understand what you're dealing with. So obviously this weekend is a big weekend for everyone. And I wanted to talk to you a little about some of the things that you have going on. But first, let's talk about a really unique thing you guys are doing, a drive-through pantry.
It is. And we started doing that, you know, for years now. We've done food bank / pantry in Clubhouse 7 for years on the fourth Wednesday. Well, that's all our clubhouses are closed now. So that's not a possibility. So I think it's really cool how the churches of the area work together, and our good friends at Lutheran Church of the Cross on El Toro heard that we had no place for our food pantry, and they said, well, why don't you use our place? And so that's exactly what we're doing. But in light of all the virus things going on, the folks drive in. We have younger people. See, because we're part of a larger church, we're bringing in younger people rather than us. You know, usually it's all Laguna Woods residents who serve at the food pantry, but we're not allowed to right now. And so the younger people are coming, and I know that the folks are seeing some pictures of them gathering, and that's wonderful. So as you drive in, they bring you bags of food and put it in your trunk. You don't get out. They wear masks. It's about as possibly safe as we know how to make it. And you'll be directed from, so I just encourage anyone, if you could use some extra food this month, I don't even know. Usually our pantry, you go through and pick out your own food. So I'm not sure exactly what they've put in these, but I know it's wonderful. In fact, Lisa, I'm going to drive through this next week.
See what you get.
I don't know. Because I want to know more, and we could use the help just like everyone else. And so
are
anyway,
you with
that's next Wednesday. It's the 15th. 3 days after Easter, I believe, and runs from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we would love to bless anyone that would like to come by.
Now, are you guys in need of anything at this time? Do you need food?
You know, that's an excellent question. But again, we actually don't.
That's great. That's great. I mean,
there's just so many, our congregation has just overflowing of love.
Wonderful. It's amazing, isn't it?
They love ministering to us here in Laguna Woods.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we'll go ahead and touch base with that again in just a few minutes. But then also Sunday is Easter Sunday, and celebration is going to be at 5 p.m. on our station, Village Television, Channel 6. Tell me what's going to happen during that time frame.
Yeah. So, and we so appreciate TV6 allowing us to air our services actually every Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. While we're not able to meet. So that's been awesome, and we're so grateful for that. I would encourage people to set their DVR right now while they're actually thinking of it, because 5 o'clock will roll around, and actually 6 o'clock will roll around, and we're likely to think, what was I going to do at 5?
Right.
Because it's different. It's not Sunday morning. But it is our Easter service, and it's the Easter message from Pastor Rick Warren. We have music that's specific to our Laguna Woods worship team here that they pre-recorded.
Okay.
And then a short little introductory message about Easter from myself.
Okay.
So after they put up with that for a little bit, then it'll get good.
Then it'll get good. I'm sure your messages are always wonderful, so don't say stuff so short.
Yeah, it is short. Anyway, so Easter, it's such an interesting time. We still encourage everyone to tune in. This is only the second time, I looked it up, in about 100 years. It was in 1917, in the last influenza epidemic of that year, that actually was far more serious in the effect that a lot more people died than this current thing. But that was the last time that the church as a whole in America did not gather together.
Wow.
It is. I didn't know that myself. And so we're going to get through this. We'll be back together at some point. But in the meantime, well, fortunately, our church was kind of structured in the sense of small groups. So we have about 85 to 90 small groups throughout Laguna Woods that are made up of anywhere from 5 to 10 people or so. And so they're gathering weekly, but it's on this Zoom.
Right. I mean, this Zoom is really getting a lot of use right now, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Well,
and so I would just encourage folks, by the way, I did want to say this, that because I know that a lot of folks who have their own church right now, and they're not, I just encourage them, if your church has their own online service, then I encourage you to tune into that. Mm-hmm. Just like we partnered with Lutheran Church at the Cross, we have good relationships with virtually all the churches in the area.
Right.
And we want to provide this Sunday afternoon worship for you, but encourage you that your church comes first. And when this opens up, they need and want your support. So
exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk again a little bit about the pantry. So the pantry is on Wednesday, April 15th, and then again Wednesday, April 29th.
That's
and
right.
You just drive through, get your surprise bag of goodies, and then drive out.
And it'll be a lot. I guarantee you it.
Okay.
I guarantee you it will be a lot, and good stuff too.
All right, excellent. And then again, Sunday at 5 p.m., we will air your service at Saddleback for
And the only one last thing real quick, Lisa, I wanted to mention. So we also have the daily show at 7:30 a.m. on TV6, which is called Inspiration for Today. And if you're able to see this before Friday, our Friday show of this week is about Good Friday. So you'd want to tune into that if you could, 7:30 a.m. All next week on Inspiration for Today, it's actually our 11-year anniversary so we have a whole week of remembrance shows.
Oh, that's great.
Whether you're a part of our church or not, you'll get a kick out of, I guarantee it.
Perfect. All right. Well, you have a very good Easter. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it.
You too, Lisa. I appreciate you all down there. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Right. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Well, a couple things I wanted to mention to you is that we were fortunate enough to interview Ronnie Andrews. So that will be on my Your Health show, which will be airing this Saturday at 2 p.m. and then again on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Now, Your Health, as you know, has lots of different information about medical and doctors and nurses and latest technology. But of course, with the COVID-19 and COVID-2, we discussed the differences between the two. So hopefully you'll be able to take a look at that again. That's Saturday at 2 o'clock and Wednesdays at 4. I also wanted to tell you that Andrea Bocelli is going to be doing a performance, and it will be a live performance via YouTube, and that will be on Sunday. It's going to be Sunday, April 12th, and he was invited by the Duomo Cathedral of Milan. Italian global music icon Andrea Bocelli will give a solo performance representing a message of love, healing, and hope to talk and the world. You can watch that live at 10 a.m. on his YouTube channel, and you would just type in Andrea Bocelli. Now let's take a look at our Friday movie. It is going to be a good one. It is Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and that is starring Tom Hanks. Lloyd Vogel is an investigative journalist who receives an assignment to profile Fred Rogers, aka Mr. Rogers. He approaches the interview with skepticism, and as he finds it hard to believe that anyone can have such a good nature, but Rogers' empathy, kindness, and decency soon chips away at Vogel's jaded outlook on life, forcing the reporter to reconcile with his own painful past. So there you go. They give you a little insight there, and that's brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. That will be at 2 with subtitles and then 7 without subtitles. All right, and we'll have some more movies to tell you about over the weekend. We'll have one on Saturday, but I'll tell that to you tomorrow. So let's take a look at our weather one last time. It is raining, and it's going to be raining again tomorrow and the rest of the week, unfortunately. But hey, let's hope that April showers bring May flowers. Showers today, 60-54. Rain tomorrow, 64-53. Saturday, we are going to have some clouds and then some sunshine. Then morning mist and cloudy on Sunday, 61-54. And then by Monday, we are looking at patchy clouds with sunshine with a little bit warmer temperatures of 67-54. All right, one last thing just to let you know, make sure you do go to our own website, which is LagunaWoodsVillageAlerts.com, and that way you can get all of the latest information in the community. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day in the village and stay healthy.
As a mother and a wife, I understand how challenging this moment is for our families and our communities. That is why our state is responding at every level of government to slow the spread of COVID-19 while ensuring our most vulnerable Californians have what they need. But we can each do our part, and it starts by staying home. I know this is a big sacrifice for so many, but staying home saves lives. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov.
Hello. RadNet is the nation's largest outpatient medical imaging network, providing thousands of imaging procedures each day. During this time, RadNet remains committed to serving the needs of our communities. Our radiology centers are open and will remain open to treat patients. Rest assured that RadNet is following CDC protocols and taking every measure to ensure the safety and well-being of our patients and staff.